Hey everyone. I wanted to come on and make this video and discuss some of the things that came up with a client session earlier today, and it's about self-abandonment. And I see this showing up in all sorts of different ways. It's super beautiful because when you can get to the root of self-abandonment, you start to see all of the ways that it's affecting your life otherwise. And so we were in this beautiful discussion of relationship, which spilled over into work, which spilled over into rituals with self, and all of these things that connect. And so basically, my client had a situation where she was feeling very protective of herself and of her relationship, and feeling threatened by a potential third party coming into that relationship. And we got to identify the ways that the concept of self-abandonment, that if I'm not living my truth and if I'm not speaking my needs and making requests when needed, that I am then straining that relationship to give me an external sense of security, to actually attempt to fulfill something that I can only give myself, this embodiment and this truth of being, so that then I can communicate to others in my life what's real for me. And then it was bringing up a insecurity piece that was directed and projected towards the third party woman, the potential other connection to her current relationship. So there was this threatening energy. And what we were able to do is we were able to make this connection that the threatening energy and the controlling energy actually led back to the same root of the self-abandonment, and that when the self-abandonment piece is mended, that these other externalized versions of anger and grief towards self can be mended in the center of one's being. And so it was super beautiful. We got to come up with a self-love ritual to give her system internally this reminder that she's here, she's willing, she's able to listen, and she's curious. She's willing to receive guidance if anything comes through, of how she can actually show herself the ways to regain the trust that was lost and then projected into the external world. And so I wanted to offer this value because it's not about the stories, it's not about the situations, and it's not about the circumstances. It's about the essence of where we have experienced a void within our own being, and that wants to be called back into wholeness, wants to be reintegrated into ourselves, and that the ways in our life that we give our power away, that can be highlighted by being triggered or wanting to control another person or being threatened, whatever that may look like. Our bodies and our emotions are attempting to make these communications and connections to us and with us. And so we can be in relationship with that whenever we're actually willing to come in and dig and dive and ask the real questions of what is going on here for me and what's really occurring. And when we do that, we're receiving responses, we're receiving, because that's the real connection that wants to be made. It all comes back to self. So when we make that connection, then we're not leaking our energy out, we're not giving our power away, and we can really just be with ourselves and our experience, and the tears can fall and the emotions can be felt and the body can start to unravel, and not need to make more harsh communications with us if we aren't in that receptive state of listening to whatever it is that truly wishes to be spoken.